Hi, I'm Niklas Elin, this is the Neckball Devlog, and it's time for our next chapter in the mini-series about the peoples of the realm. When last we left off, I talked about how the bone whites grow out of the Sunder Garden, but I also mentioned that the quality of the undead depends on the health of the garden. And this week we'll meet the Blightborn. So the Blightborn are related to the bone whites, but they are certainly not bone whites. I guess they are to the zombies what zombies are to us. Ultra zombies, if you will. 1,000 years after the birth of the Sunder Garden, the magic is running thin and the new creatures that emerge come out sick and twisted, brainless, soulless and dangerous. This event is called the Blight, and so the creatures are called the Blightborn. So these guys are not a people exactly. They do not have any language or culture or any type of cooperation whatsoever. What they are is an enemy type, and they will blindly attack anything that moves. And I want to take a moment to note that as scary as they may seem to us, the benign bone whites are profoundly disturbed by them. To the bone whites, they could just as well have been kin, but instead they turn into these dark abominations that are almost exactly the opposite of the bone whites themselves. Okay, two more things I want to mention. The first is about the word blight. I am not a native English speaker, and it was not until after I came up with the name that I realized that blight not only means sickness, but specifically the kind of sickness that plants get. And that fits so perfectly, doesn't it? Because it is the Sunder Garden itself that is sick, and the Blightborn are just the symptoms. The other thing is about the design of the creature, the horse skull head. And now that might seem a bit random, but well, for one thing, remember that the material for these undeads come from an ancient battle, and it's pretty reasonable to assume that they would have had cavalries, and that there are a bunch of horse corpses buried there as well. But furthermore, I have this thing about horse craniums. There's a pretty prominent one in my previous game, Belladonna, as well. A human skull is creepy, of course, but we see them all over the place all the time. Same with the skulls of like predators or like a wolf or something. But a horse skull it's weird and uncanny. The teeth are huge, but obviously not designed for tearing flesh, which kind of only makes you think about what it would be like to have your flesh being slowly chewed on by grinding teeth. Ugh. What I'm saying is that horses really are creepy. It's not for nothing we call it nightmares. That's all for today's episode, but stay tuned for next week when we'll head east to Freehaven, Clockwork City of the Robots. If you want to subscribe to this Devlog series, you can do so on YouTube or directly on YouTube. And yes, I said YouTube twice. You can also follow me on Twitter for quick updates. Thank you, and I will see you next time.